Hi Year 10, got your name right this time. Last lesson for half term, which is good going, so then you can have a break once you finish this lesson, unless you want to start the other ones early. Anyway, so what we're going to look at today is density. Okay, so I'm hoping that this is definitely a topic that you've done lots of in science, so you should hopefully know the density formula. So density is mass over volume. Now mass can be measured in grams or kilograms, volume centimetre cubed or metre cubed, and density is normally grams per centimetre cubes and kilograms per metre cubed. Okay, we probably wouldn't have grams per metre cubed. Now, again, make sure you've got these notes. Some of you might be fine with this, particularly if you do triple, that you're up to date with your density stuff. Right, the first thing, the most common mistake that people make is being able to convert metre cubes to centimetre cubes. Now, the first thing people want to go, oh, don't worry, miss, it's just times by 100, but it's not. So if you think of a metre cube, okay, obviously this is shrunk down. Okay, so there's my metre, 1 metre by 1 metre by 1 metre. How many little tiny centimetre cubes would fit in that? Okay, so it would be 100 by 100 by 100. So to get from metre cubes to centimetre cubes, you've actually got to multiply by 100 times 100 times 100, it's 1,000,000. So just make sure, Mr. Zero off, make sure that you've got that written down in your exercise book, or you don't forget it, because it is the most common mistake that people make. Right, so we're just a bit like last time, have a go at some questions and then have a go at a couple of exam questions and see how they compare, and then you're on your own. Right, so the first one we've got, okay, brass is 2 kilograms and a volume of 240 centimetre cubed. Okay, what's the density? I want the answer in grams per centimetre cubed. Now we know that density is mass over volume. Now the mass I want in grams. So 2 kilograms is 2,000 grams. Hopefully I didn't need to remind you of that. And then I know that that's going to be the volume is already in centimetre cubes, because I want it in grams and I want it in centimetre cubes, because that's what I want. So I would put that one in there, which gives us an answer of 8.3 grams per centimetre cube. Okay. Question 2. A cubic metre of concrete weighs 2,400 kilograms. What's the density in grams per centimetre cube? Now, so again, we need to do those conversions. We know that density is mass over volume. Now, I've got them, I want it in grams and I've got it in kilograms, so I need to put it into grams by multiplying by 1,000. Okay, and then now I want it in centimetre cubes, and I've got it in metre cubes because I've got a cubic metre. So I know now that 1 cubic metre is 1,000,000 centimetre cubes. So I'll put that one on there, and that's my now grams. So now when I do the division, I'll actually have it in the correct units, which will give me 2.4 grams per centimetre cube. Perfect. Right, next one. So this time iron has a density of 8 grams per centimetre cubed. The mass of the iron is 5.4 kilograms. What is the volume? So obviously if you need to refer to it, so volume is mass over density. So now I've got this in kilograms, but I know that my density is in grams, so I need to pop that into the same unit. So I'm going to have 5,400 divided by the density, which is 8. Okay, 5,400 divided by 8 is going to be 675 centimetre cubed. And again, going back, if you go back to at the top here, make sure you've got the correct units with whatever answer you're doing. So you know if it's a mass, it's got to end in grams or kilograms. Volume has got to end in centimetre cubes or metre cubes, and density has got to end up in grams per centimetre cubes or kilograms per metre cubes generally. Okay, right, let's have a look at some exam questions. Now, first one. So we've got a triangular prism. Remember, to find the volume of a prism, it's the area of the triangle multiplied by the length. Okay, right, so here the prism's made of wood and has a mass of 643.8 grams. The density of the wood is 1.85 grams per centimetre cubes. Now check, we've got grams and grams, so I'm happy with the way things are going to go. So I know I want to, essentially what's missing, I've got the mass, I've got the density, I need to find the volume. Okay, so volume is going to be the mass over the density, so that's going to be 643.8 over 1.85, which will give me an answer of 348 centimetre cubed. So I know the volume of this prism is 348, but that's not the question that I'm asked. I'm asked to calculate the length of the prism. So remember what I said before, to find the volume of a prism is the area of the cross section times by the length. Well, I know the area of the cross section is going to be 8 times 6 divided by 2, which is the area of a triangle. So I know that 24 multiplied by x is going to give me 348 centimetre cubed, because that's the area of the triangle. Therefore then x is going to be 14.5 centimetres. Okay, and then that would be my answer. Okay, next one. Now this is a very, very particular on higher paper, very typical density questions where you have two liquids or two compounds put together and you have to find the density of the liquids put together or the two compounds put together. Okay, so we've got material A has a density of 5.8 and material B has a density of 4.1, and we've got 377 grams of material A and 1.64 kilograms of material B, and together we put them together and make material C. So we've got to find the density of material C. So what's missing? We've got the densities and we've got the masses, so we need to work out the volumes. So that's what's missing. So we'll first of all start off with the volume of A. So the volume of A is going to be 377 divided by 5.8, and that gives us 65 centimetre cubed. Now I want to do the volume of B. Now again, the thing that stands out there is I've got the density in grams and that's in kilograms, so definitely got to do that conversion. And that density there was 4.1, which gives me 400 centimetre cubes of that one. So I'm putting the two things together. So the two volumes together, so the volume of A plus the volume of B, okay, would be this one plus this one, which will be 465 centimetre cubed. Okay, and the two masses, so I've got the mass of A plus the mass of B. Okay, so the mass of A is 377 plus 1640. Okay, gives me a total of 1. Okay, so the two masses together added together to make that. So now I've got the two volumes added, I've got the two masses added. Now I can find the density of the two things. So the density of material C, okay, is 2017 over 465. Which gives me 4.3376. Okay, that'd probably be enough decimal places. So the mass of material C when I push them together is going to be that one. So be careful with those. Okay, right. Enjoy your half term. You've definitely deserved it. Okay, so once you finish the work there, make sure everything's submitted. If you're a little bit behind, I know a couple of you are, make sure you catch up over half term so we're all on a level playing field after that. This topic won't take too long, I don't think, so we'll soon be moving on to Unit 12, okay? My aim is to try and get to have done 15 units by the end of year 10. That's my little mission, but we'll see how we get on with that. Okay, cheerio and have a great half term. Goodbye.